Grace was on a 2-week stay in New Zealand after spending 6 weeks in South America. She entered New Zealand on November 20 of 2018 and was traveling around on North Island. She arrived in Auckland on November 30th, 10 days later. On December 1st, around 9 o'clock, she was seen in Victoria Street in Auckland's Central Business District. 15 minutes later, she was later seen on via CCTV at Sky City. Her last public scene was at the City Life Hotel on Queen Street with a man named Jess Captain. Now, it was claimed that she was on a Tinder date with this man. Milane's parents became concerned after she did not reply to her birthday wishes they sent her on the next day, December 2nd. Police started investigating that after she was reported missing. Police started to investigate after she was reported missing by her parents 3 days later. The hotel she was staying at reported that she did not go back to her room at the night of her disappearance. So, at this time, Jess, who she was last seen with, was a main suspect. Therefore, police had started to see this case as a homicide. Jess was subsequently charged with her murder. On December 9th, her body was found near the Science Drive in Clear Ranges, around 19 kilometers west of central Auckland. A post-mortem examination was done on December 10th. also testified that after killing her, Gibson conducted several internet searches on how to dispose of bodies, as well as viewing pornography. Dixon also said Gibson calmly and collusively disposed of Milane's body and other evidence, and then created a labyrinth of storytelling and lies to cover his tracks.